Greetings, family and friends. Oh my goodness. There's a child shouting down there. It's okay. I mean, I don't mind children, and I like to have them around, and I don't mind the noise that they make or anything like that. I'm not one of those people who tut 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 every time they hear a child speak or anything. So I'm at the cafe again. Guess what? Drinking tea. I quite like this my headgear. I bought it in Freetown. You won't believe. I bought it in Freetown for like 2 pence. Really cheap. It's really nice. It fits me well. And I can wear it, even though it's a bit glittery, I can wear it day or night to go out. I mean, I've just come back from playing tennis. So Tennis Chronicles. I've just come back from playing tennis and I'm dead pleased about what's going on there. Now I've got the right people, got my right coach, got 2 different earrings today, look. That one and that one. 2 different ones. Because I couldn't find this one, the other one of this one. And I couldn't find the other one of this one. So I thought, oh well, I've got to wear something. I might as well just put on one of each and go about my business. Better to have one of each than to have nothing, in my view. And then when I was tidying up the house, I saw this ring lurking about somewhere. I love it. I love quirky things like these. Drink a bit more tea. Yeah, so I just finished playing my tennis session. And I thought I've got to tell people about what happened one day when I went up to the tennis club to play. Now, I sat outside. When I go to a tennis club, I normally sit outside and just wait for my instructor to come. So I sat there and I was minding my business, thinking about, the 101 things that I've got to do to sort myself out, and so on and so forth. When this gentleman comes along, I can't remember whether he said hello or not, but he comes along. Something stuck in my lip glossy thingy-jiggy. Anyway, he comes along and I think he said hello, I'm not sure. Anyway, he said hello. So, I was sitting outside the tennis club. There's benches there and there's a table there, so I was sitting down. And I've usually got my big bag of stuff with me, my racket, lots of things, just got it in my bag. And I'm just sitting there and wearing like sporty things, for example. This Adidas jacket, by the way, it's not mine, it's my son's. Every week I come on YouTube. I wear something that my son has left at home. So anyway, he's got good taste, he really does have, and he buys nice things. So if he leaves them there, who's going to wear them? Just me. So anyway, so this, so I was at the tennis club, sitting outside in the sort of, by the side of the tennis house, if you like, and I was sitting on a bench, So the chap comes out and he says, I think he said hello, and he went back in again. So I thought nothing of it. I thought, well, he probably works in there and it's nothing to do with me. I'm just sitting down wearing all my sporty gear, got my tennis racket, it's on top of the table, didn't say anything. So he goes back into the tennis clubhouse. And then, next thing I know, this lady comes out. Maybe about 5 minutes or so, this lady then comes out. And I think she asked me, what are you doing? Or I think she said hello. I can't remember the details of it. I think she said hello, and then I think she said, what am I doing? Or she said something like, can I help you? You know, by way of asking, what are you doing there? Whatever it is that she said, what I heard was, what are you doing? So I said to her, and this is where the angry black woman comes out. So I said to her, what do you think I'm doing? I'm sitting here, I'm all kitted out in sports gear, you know, there's a tennis racket on the table. What do you think I'm doing? So I said, why are you asking me what I'm doing? I don't understand. What am I doing? I'm sitting down. You can see I'm sitting down. I've got all my stuff around me. What would you think I would be doing here? I don't understand. Now it's very easy to... The thing is, with all of the stuff that we as black people have suffered throughout our years, or you know, at various times or at particular points in our lives, you just wonder sometimes what's going on in people's minds. Do you understand? So here I am. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't look like a person who's come to steal anything or pickpocket or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sitting too comfortably for it, for starters. You know, I'm not hiding anything. I'm just sitting there with, you know, I'm quite noticeable. Usually the stuff I wear, it makes me stand out. Sometimes I don't see people and somebody will tell me, you know, I saw you going down such and such a road or whatever it is. Years ago, a girl I used to work with, she said her husband said to her, oh, I saw her going down one road. I'd never met this man. I don't know who he is. We've never been introduced. I just worked with this girl some years ago. And I'm going about my business in the town, and there's people who know me, and I don't know them. You know, I'm that kind of person. So anyway, so this woman, to get back to the tennis story, so I said to this woman, what do you think I'm doing? You know, what would you think I'm doing here? And I said, you need to, don't pick on me, you know, something like that. I said, don't pick on me. I mean, what would I be doing sitting here? What would I be doing? What does it look like to you? Yeah, I'm here for tennis. And then she said, oh, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. And then she ran back into the building. And next thing I know, the man comes out, the first man who saw me sitting there and had said hello and gone in to tell her to come and talk to me, because I think that's what happened. Anyway, the man comes out and he sits next to me. He's ginger, white man, ginger. And he said, I've got family who are black. Sorry. I said, so what? So what do you want me to do if you've got family who are black? Well, because I've got family who are black, and I know the experiences that they've been through, I'm not racist, and we didn't want it. We're not being racist at all. We're just trying to help you. I said, but if you're trying to help me, you come out. You saw me sitting there. You didn't come and say to me, oh, hello, how are you? Are you okay? Is there anything that we can help you with? Or are you waiting for someone? You didn't ask me any of those questions. You came out, you watched me, and then you went back in to tell her to come out and ask me what I was doing there. Why would you want to know what I'm doing? What does it look like I'm doing? Why are you telling me that you got black family? I mean, I'm straight up, I'm not kidding you, this happened just 2 weeks ago. He sat there and he said, oh, I've got black family. My brother married a black woman from Africa. I said, what, the whole continent? So he's telling me that he's got black family, so he can't be racist. And then I said, I'm sorry. I looked at him fair and square in the eyes, and I said, I'm sorry, but you don't actually know what it's like. I don't care who your brother is married to, or your mum, or your dad, or anybody in your family. You're not a person who's undergone the experiences that I've gone through. Full stop. I said, I'm telling you, I guarantee you, if I were a person like you, and I sat here and held onto a tennis racket, and I was just sitting, whatever, you wouldn't have come out, looked at me, surveyed the area for starters, looked at me, and then gone back in to tell the woman to come out and ask me questions. You wouldn't have done that. If you really had wanted to help, you would have talked to me directly, and you would have offered whatever help that you wanted to offer at that point in time. I said the whole scenario of you going indoors, telling somebody else and getting that person to come out and question me about what I was doing, the whole scenario makes it suspicious. Do you see what I mean? You see how it is that people, us black women, get labelled as angry black women? Because we call people out on this stuff and we say to them what's going on. Why would you, if you really wanted to help me, if I was sitting there, I'm a person that you notice is looking, I wasn't looking lost anyway, I was just sitting there with all my gear next to me, sat there. I wasn't looking lost, I didn't look like I needed help or anything, because I'm a person who's fairly confident in how I go about my business and what I want and what I don't want. So I was just sitting there. So if he really wanted to help or he wanted to assist me in any sort of way, he would have said to me, are you all right? Or, you know, I'm the such and such a person at this place, and if there's anything I can do to help, let me know, or whatever it is. But he comes up, said, I think he said hello, goes back in, calls somebody else to come and ask me questions, and then later on he tells me that he's related to a black person. You see the sorts of things that we have to be dealing with on a day-to-day basis. So anyway, I said I don't think having a sister-in-law who's an African person means much to me, or means much to anything that's gone on here today as I've experienced it. It's nothing to do with anything, and you're not part of that. You're not part of anything, of any experience that any black person has had. You're just not part of it. So don't try, scrambling and drawing in all sorts of different things, telling me you've got a sister-in-law who's a black person. That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't count for anything. It really absolutely doesn't. So yeah, it was a bit of an experience, and I have to say, I've seen both of them, at the clubhouse, at the tennis clubhouse later on, and it's been very frosty. Because I don't take any prisoners. It's been very frosty. They've looked at me and I've looked at them, and I've gone about my business. But it's just terrible. It really is terrible. You come out, you see somebody sitting there. I've got everything about me that would point out that I'm a person who should be there. I've got my tennis racket for starters. I like doing this actually. It's a bit silly. But I've got my tennis racket, I've got this, I've got that, I'm sitting there, I'm just waiting for my instructor to turn up, and then this chap comes in and he says to me, he says hello, and then goes in, gets somebody to come and ask me more questions. Well, I did respond all right. I wasn't cross, I wasn't angry or anything like that. I just told them, oh, why are you picking on me? Like that, with my face like that. Why are you picking on me? Why are you asking me what I'm doing here? What does it look like to you? Think a little bit on it. Think a little bit. This is a tennis club. There's people out there playing tennis. I'm sitting here and I've got a racket on the table. I'm wearing an Adidas, jacket. I've got long trousers on, everything. What do you think I'm doing here? Do I look lost to you? Do I look like I should be somewhere else, or that I'm in the wrong place? So that's what went down. And I had to explain what I was doing there. I said, what? You think about it. I wanted them to actually use their brains for a bit. I said, you think about it. What do you suppose that I am doing here? What do you suppose I'm doing here? What do you think? They won't be asking me that question ever again, I don't think. So there we are. Anyway, it's lovely to talk to you guys. Just a little bit of a story of what happened to me, but that's all part of my adventure, the adventure of life. We've had this so many times right throughout my life, such as it is. One year I went to Belgium with my son for Christmas, and we were in the shop trying, I can't remember what sort of store it was. I think it was an upmarket store in a shopping centre somewhere in Brussels. And the two girls kept following us. Really, they did. They actually did. They actually were following us. It's a hard old world. But you know what? I'm tackling it. Every single time I come across it, I'm going to tackle it. I'm going to tackle it. I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to just do what it is that I have to do, which is call it out, question it, and put people straight. Anyway, thanks very much for listening. My name is Nema Kurosilla. Do you please subscribe to my channel? Nice to talk to you. I forgot to say that. You like the video, please. If you do like it. Tick box. Like, comment, and subscribe. As for sharing, if you want to, you can. I don't mind. But do please subscribe. Thank you.